Hey, what's up? Welcome back to My Take with Gus 5 Burrow. Here to discuss some of the recent and current events going on in this country. Mainly the refugee ban. I'm not going to call it Muslim ban like the rest of these useful George Soros, dumbed down, drugged up, ready to be raped social justice warriors you see running around this country protesting at airports. Let me tell you something. I'm 156.6% behind the refugee ban. And let me tell you why. You got these people that hate America all around the world. Especially let's focus on maybe North Africa, the Middle East, that whole region of the planet. They really hate America. Okay? Now, a message to you social justice warriors, you have to understand that over the I call these people the post AOL generation. You people have been bred, manipulated, programmed, brainwashed to do exactly what you're doing right now as they try to water down Americanism in the same way that they did over in Europe. First, they destroyed their currencies. First, they grouped them all into this EU shit. Now you got two generations born into that. They think it's normal, so they're crying to get back into the EU and trying to prevent a Brexit over there in the UK. But getting back to the topic at hand, you got Donald Trump, who I really believe is making moves to try to turn the ship around, try to salvage America, because we're pretty much destroyed when you look at manufacturing, when you look at our deficits and our debt. It's just absolutely ridiculous. The kids you see out protesting today and yesterday and yada yada, these kids are it's so far and it's just ridiculous. They have no grasp on reality, no situational awareness. Let me tell you why I agree with the travel ban. You get ISIS, who themselves have stated that they're going to use this migrant crisis to infiltrate the West. You see what's going on in Europe. They already, I'm pretty sure they have hundreds of cells in Europe waiting for orders, waiting to attack, waiting to get offended by something, by some woman with a short skirt going out with her boyfriend, waiting to get offended because someone has a freaking pork sandwich ready to shoot something up. I can totally understand. I'm black, so I know about racism and prejudice and being labeled and stereotyped. I know all of that. Push all of that shit to that emotional shit to the side and be realistic here. A lot of us, most of us have kids. Some of us have grandkids and great grandkids. What are you? Let alone think about those men, the men in Europe. What are they gonna tell their grandkids about what Europe used to be like? What Americans have to understand, and it's not your fault because you've been bred and programmed not to, but what most of you have to understand is you have to start putting aside your emotion and your political correctness and start making decisions based on what you want for your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, and their children and great grandchildren. You it's like we're on it's programmed into our psyche, and I say our because I don't want to separate myself from the idiots out there protest. Let them in. We welcome refugee. Yeah, we want to help. Send money, send freaking supplies. Go over there if you can. But the truth of the matter is, we cannot afford to have, and they even, DHS even admitted last year that there was no way to properly vet these people. You get Donald Trump that states, okay, let's pause it for 90 days and get everything in place so we can properly vet whoever's coming into this country. And you people are outraged? And the sick shit is most of the people out, most of the pieces of shit you see out there protesting, they were either infants, toddlers, or weren't even born when 9/11 happened. You understand? Led by a bunch of white-haired, chicken hawk-nosed freaking liberals, and you're gonna get us all killed. you, the naivete and lack of geopolitical understanding is within the left, and that whole liberal social justice warrior, the feminist, I call it the feminazi movement, Black Lives Matter, the ignorance is now we're to the point. At first, it was funny. It was hilarious. It's hilarious to look at in some cases, but now we're getting to the point where their ignorance of that whole umbrella, that whole liberal, democratic, George Soros controlled umbrella, now they've been actually weaponized. You see how fast from LA to New York they get these picket signs that all say the same shit. Now they got the the Muslim girl with the hijab of the American flag hijab. Like it's all set up and staged, man. You people are extras. I like to call you extra. And yes, I got a busy day tomorrow. I'm drinking a beer, but you people are extras in a movie that you don't know that you're a part of, and you're gonna get us all killed. They've already ruined Europe forever, forever. I don't even want to go. I used to want to go see Big Ben and the London River and stand on the London Bridge. I don't. I want absolutely. I would rather go to freaking Detroit than to Europe. You understand? I would rather go to L.A. or at somewhere in the Arizona desert to hang out for a week rather than go to London. And I'm being sincere. And it's not that I hate Muslims. I have absolutely nothing against Muslims. But the large majority of people coming from those regions and those countries are incompatible with our culture. And it's not even your fault. You're listening to this right now thinking, oh, but you're black, and how could you say that? Oh, this guy's it's not. I don't hate you. I don't want to lash out against you because you've been victimized. They've built you for this part of pre-planned American history. In the same way they've built, you see the kids out there in Europe protest, oh, in the UK, we want to be a part of the EU. They've created those kids. They're also part of the post AOL generation. Group of useful idiots that they've now activated and weaponized. All of you are attached to some organization, that as soon as something happens, they're making their phone calls. These picket signs are miraculously all printed up in mass. And from LA to New York City, you see the same thing. The love trumps hate. We're all Muslim, and at first they came for the Muslims, then they came for. Listen, I get that. I totally agree with that type of shit. I do. But in this specific case, you people are wrong. You people are. Look at what's going on in Europe. I don't want to wait for some guy to wig out because he feels offended, at some girl's miniskirt. You understand? And I know I'm not trying to make light of it, but I eat pork. I'm American. You know what I mean? And it's not. I'm not bringing this down and dissecting this down to a food choice. No. What I'm saying is, you people have to understand. You cannot let the world in here. You can't. I know you believe that because you've been created, you've been made to not only believe that, but you think when cows fart, it makes the earth warm. You understand? You're the carbon tax. You're the generation that will bring in carbon taxes. You're the idiot And it's not your fault, but you're the useful idiot 1984 idiocracy generation. Trump is exactly right on banning people from these countries until we can get something a little more robust in place to make sure we're protected. He also made a statement he wants to give the Christians, the Syrian Christians, priority. Of course, why not? We're a Christian nation. See, this is the result of letting any and everyone in here. And now, once you have a baby, now you're anchored in the U.S. because no one has the balls to fix and get rid of that birthright citizenship loophole. So now you got millions and millions of people in this country who they just want more immigration. They were born here. They have no connection to a constitution, bill of rights, anything like that. So they just don't get it. They don't understand that you can't. You have to make decisions based on your children and grandchildren, not based on what you want, not based on let's feel good. I don't want to be racist. We're inclusive. See, the reason why you think like that is because you've been purposely kept geopolitically stupid at the same time being raised as a global citizen. They knew this is how deep this plan is. This is how deep this shit goes. You people are freaking useful idiots opposing a ban from these countries. You have ISIS stating, hey, we're going to use the refugee crisis to infiltrate Europe, to infiltrate the West. Then you get Obama and his goons arming these motherfuckers. And now, as planned, now we have to bring hordes of these people into the country. And knowing that all of this shit was going to happen, they've built generations of people who will be the buffer and the grease and the lube to to slide this shit through. I'm telling you, man, just listen. For my we're headed towards civil war. We're definitely headed towards civil war. They've ruined. If you can look at Europe, if you can look at Europe, the Middle East, North Africa, if you could look at these regions, and your television can convince you to, okay, we need to open our doors. We need no ban, no war. We need open borders, and you can think like that. You're already dead. You're already more. You're more than dead. You're a cancer on American society. You're a cancer on this country, and I feel bad saying it because it's not your fault. It's not. It's not. You've been completely manipulated, brainwashed, and programmed with education, internet, TV. We're dead. These are the people. If you're one of the people. You're an enemy of the state, and you don't even know it. You're an enemy. And the sad shit is, most of the people probably watching this, probably first or second generation immigrants. And I don't mean to say I'm not racist at all. But at the same time, I'm logical. I'm extremely logical, and there's no way I want to deal with the unnecessary threat. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll be back, man. I got more to say on this, man. Gus 5 Borough, man. I'm out, man.